We're live. We're live, Si.
We're live. We're live. Hello, everyone. Do you think this is ever going to stop surprising us?
Huh?
Do you think it's ever going to stop surprising us that we're live?
No. And how long have I been doing StreamYard shows for now? Like 3 years, and I'm still like, oh fuck, we're live.
Right. Welcome, everyone, to KOSI Kourt. This is our second edition.
Not what you were doing then, didn't you?
Yeah. I couldn't remember if you were doing the intro or I was. Welcome to KOSI Kourt. This is our second installment of KOSI Kourt. We're super excited. We're expecting to have you here with us live over your Friday lunchtime for 30 to 45 minutes, depending on how much interaction we get in the chat. Right. There is no sitting on the fence today. It's guilty, not guilty. That's it. That's it. No blowing lines. You have to pick one or the other. None of this, maybe, oh, well, what about this? No, guilty or not guilty. That's what it's going to be.
So, quick reminder, because some of you watching might not have joined us for the first one. So, quick reminder. So, basically, we will present a case. You can we're open to live cases. So, if there's anything you want us to judge and give a verdict on, chuck it in the comments as we go along, because we will have time to bring in some live cases, but we've got some ourselves that have been sent in to us. So we're going to read a case, and then you need to put in the comments before we judge it, whether you think that situation, person, whatever is guilty or not guilty. Like Si said, absolutely no sitting on the fence.
Yeah.
And then we will give our overall verdict. I think I'm going to leave the sound effects off today. And just we'll just do a normal guilty, not guilty. But yeah, we will deliver our verdict once we've heard yours. So get interactive, get using the comments, basically.
Brilliant. I think I'm going to go first with one of the ones.
Yeah, you go first. I'm excited because I know you've been sent in quite a few, so I really want to know what they are.
I've got two that I've lined up for today, and one that I'm trying to get a bit more information on, because I feel like you need all the facts, so you have to gather all the
Yes, you do, yeah.
But here's one. This is an interesting one, right? I'm going to read it out. This is from a recruiter, and this is what they said: another consultant on my team has been grafting a job for a week. They knew who the perfect candidate was, but the perfect candidate just wasn't replying to them whatsoever. And they tried everything. Like, I'm talking everything, like emailed, text, WhatsApp, everything. So this other consultant.
In a bottle.
Yeah. Anyway, they were all encouraged to do some posts about all the live jobs that they've got on, etc. So they've done these posts. Oh, these are all the live jobs we've got on. And that perfect candidate has reached out to the recruiter that sent this in, reached out directly because they're connected, and said, hey, I saw this role. Can I speak to you about it? Now, this recruiter has qualified them, sent them, and then got the job, which meant that their colleague that had been grafting this for the whole week, like stayed late, been working round the clock to do it, has had 2 of their interviews cancelled for their candidates because the perfect candidate reached out to him. Is he guilty of being greedy, and should he have given the candidate to his colleague who was working it?
Right. Can I just get some clarification on two things? First of all, I think that's Alex Stick. Hi, Alex. Right. Can I get clarification on 2 things? So when you say the perfect candidate, that perfect candidate is one person. It's not like, right. Okay. So one consultant was grafting, trying to get hold of this perfect candidate. In the meantime, someone else has posted. That said candidate's got in touch with the other consultant, and they've just taken it.
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay. Well, what do you all think, people watching? Guilty? Is the consultant that took the perfect candidate guilty or not guilty? Oh, I like this. Right, we've got a comment in.
Oh, the management
is guilty. Oh, sorry, you go on, you read.
The management is guilty of letting stupid situations like this occur. Clients should be owned by one single recruiter and not more. Do you know what, Gavin?
And then it's the candidate ownership.
It's the candidate, though, here, isn't it? It's the candidate ownership here.
But some agencies do candidate ownership. Like, I've had both. So I've had client ownership in one agency I was with, and then candidate in another. So if it's not candidate ownership,
What do you do? And also,
but I do agree with that, Gavin. I do think management at this point need to make sure there's a culture of like good communication, and so I do see where you're coming from with that. Alex is saying guilty.
Yeah, guilty of nicking it. So Alex, if that was Alex, so I'm not sure, Alex, would you have given that candidate over to the original recruiter and said, hey mate, I know you're grafting this, I know you've been trying to get a hold of this fella, you can have him? Really? I don't know, I'm not sure. The problem
Gavin's put, the problem would not occur if the connected recruiter could not submit them. Oh, I see what he means. I see what he means now.
Yeah.
We could do a split.
Yeah, 50-50. This one's got 50-50 written all over it. But and KOSI Kourt, there is no room for 50-50.
There's no room for 50-50. Alex said, yeah, I would have because I'm a nice guy. Oh, plus I own the company, so regardless. Right. Oh. Do you want me to give you an answer of when I was a consultant or now?
Consultant.
No, I'm going to go. So, do you know what? I would have communicated it to see. Look, I've been where I spent the majority of my career, I was candidate ownership. So, if it was their candidate, I wouldn't have been able to hide it. But what I will say anyway is, I would have said, oh mate, so and so's messaged me. They're interested. If I'd known that person was grafting, if it was, even if it wasn't candidate ownership, I think I would have said, oh, go on. Like, I haven't done anything. I haven't qualified that candidate. He's literally just messaged me on LinkedIn. So I think guilty. I think that's a bit, because surely he knew, or she knew.
He knows.
I'm saying guilty. I think like morals. Come on, like that's your mate. Like, come on, because it's going to come back to you at some point. That's my Gavin saying guilty. It's selfish shit. I think it's harsh as fuck. That's your mate.
Well, we can't.
There is no such thing as candidate ownership. But Gavin, I promise you, I was in an agency for 6.5 years. It was candidate ownership. It was very strict, very, very strict.
Like if you had spoken to them within a certain period of time, you owned that candidate relationship. Was that what you mean by candidate?
Well, we had territories. We were in certain. So if the candidate was in your geography, they were yours. Got ya. So it's quite easy. The boundaries were quite clear.
Yeah. I know we can't sit on the fence, right? So I've got to go guilty or not guilty. So I would honestly say not guilty. I don't think the recruiter. Like,
no, we've got a split. Oh no, we don't, because we had mostly guilty in the comments. So overall, that is a guilty.
Overall is definitely guilty, but for me, it's not guilty.
What's your thinking on that then for not guilty?
I think it's not guilty because the recruiter who sent it in, who was the one that got directly approached by this top perfect candidate, they reached out to them directly because they're a connection of them. Now, there's a lot of graft that goes into having LinkedIn connections and so on and so forth. So if a candidate is not replying to one of my colleagues and we need to get the role filled, so bear in mind, we're in this to make placements and to make some money, and the client wants a candidate, and the candidate's reached out to one of my other recruiters. If I'm the manager, I'm like, well, who did the candidate reach out to? You? Well, that's your candidate then. Like, if you can't get hold of someone, that's your problem. That's the job. Surely that's the job if you can't get hold of someone. It would be nice to, I don't know. I get why you'd say it's guilty for the purposes of like morale and team share. In reality, you'd probably have a split up on it. But if you have to go guilty or not guilty, I just think he's not guilty. A candidate's reached out and wants a job and he's perfect for it. He qualified them and sent them and they got the job. Wallop.
Yeah. It is a difficult one. I like that case because it is, you could look at it from so many different angles, but I'm just going to go with, I just know, at the very least, I would have said, but you can carry on, but I like, give me, I don't even know if I'd feel comfortable taking a cut because I've done a fuck all.
Well, he did qualify.
I would feel bad because that other consultant has found them. So maybe they did a search on the database. Maybe they did whatever. Like, we don't really know how they found that candidate. If they're in their talent pool, that's harsh as fuck.
Yeah, true. But if they're in your talent pool and they don't reach out to you or respond to you, then they shouldn't be in your talent pool. They should be on the target list somewhere. It's the fact that they didn't get a reply.
Yeah, but it could be for a number of reasons that he didn't get a reply.
Yeah.
Gavin said, so don't forget that guy did not reach out to the candidate. He just happened to be connected. This is what I mean. I think that person's done zero graft. They just happened to have replied to a post.
Yeah, but
so
they still reached out to them.
Well, I'm glad I never worked with you because you would have fucked me over left, right, and centre. We would have been at war.
No,
you would have felt my wrath.
We would
if you'd done that to me, I would have lost my shit. And you'll understand why I'm saying this when I tell my next story.
Oh, mate, I know. Listen, I'm only being harsh because I've got to go guilty or not guilty. But on the fundamentals of recruitment, I think it's not guilty. The candidate reached out to them and they qualified them and they placed them. The company made a placement. But in reality, Ness, if it was you and me, I'd have messaged you and said, listen, mate, you have this, but you owe me one, and just left one in the locker, left one in the bin for each other.
Yeah. Fair.
There you go.
Fair. So overall, that one, just to clarify, because we're collecting the comments as well, is going to be a guilty.
Guilty.
For that one. Right. I am bringing to you a case, viewers, Si, that happened to me.
Oh, no.
This happened to me. And I'll never forget this, right? So this was I think I was 2 years into recruitment at this point. So we're going back a while. Okay, so this is an old story, but I've never got over it. So I want everyone's opinion. So I had been BDing an aerospace company down in the valleys down here for ages, like grafting, like trying to get, little conversations here and there, trying to warm up the HR manager. I knew I was getting somewhere with it. I just had to wait for the right time, sort of thing. So yeah, over months and months and months and months. I go on holiday to Greece while I'm away. So bearing in mind, I was on the engineering team. It was me, another girl called Kate. So she was Kate 1, I was Kate 2, and we became like best mates. Like I'm not joking. We spent all you spend time out of work, in work, like best friends. And then our manager was Aaron was there was the three of us. So I go on holiday. While I'm away, I'm obviously worrying about work. So I text, everything okay with my desk? Yeah, everything's going fine. So I'm like, cool. So I come back and we used to drive into work together. We used to give each other a lift because she lives in the same town as me. And then we were in the car and we were just catching up and she's like, oh, I need to tell you something. And I was like, what? And she was like, X company rang in while you were on holiday and they asked for Kate, me, because they don't know this other Kate exists. Oh. And I thought because they asked for Kate, I just took the call. They rang in with like 2 design engineer jobs. So I'm now working on the client. I punched the steering wheel. Like, this was a while ago now. I was fucking fuming. So basically what had happened is it had tried to be made out to me that like, oh, we didn't know what Kate they meant. If you go on the fucking database, RDB, what a database. It's me all over it. And it's client ownership in that agency. I know I hadn't won the client yet, but like I was all over it like a rash. I was on holiday. Like I couldn't help it. Oh. And she fucking took that client. All that work I'd done. The client didn't realise it was necessarily a different Kate. They just rang in for me.
Oh, that's not good.
I was so upset. I am not joking. I was livid. Yeah. She didn't fucking fill the jobs anyway. We are still friends, by the way. We're still friends, but I am livid. So what are your thoughts, people?
Oh, God. Yeah, I wonder what Gavin might think about that. Well, for me, the thing is what I don't like about it is, when you've come back and it's been sort of made out like, listen, we didn't know. Like, it was just, they just asked for Kate. It's like sweeping it under the carpet as if it was like you couldn't do 2 clicks.
Like, oh, by the way, like, no mention while I was on holiday.
No,
that's what made me think this is shady as fuck. Because why aren't you telling me?
Yeah, exactly. That's what's making it sound really shady. I think when people are like that, then you know that they themselves know that they've potentially done something wrong.
She's meant to be my mate. I can't tell you how close we were at the time. Like, we were like inseparable. So we've had some comments. That's just so wrong. She should have handed it over to you when you returned. Agree.
Agreed. I would say, yeah, I'm with Therese Recruit. I always struggle to pronounce that. Nice to see you again, Therese.
I couldn't even read that properly then, because I was like, the Recruit. My day off, okay, guys, my day off.
What did the manager have to say about it? That's what I want to know.
So he didn't really get involved properly.
Just let you fight it out amongst yourselves.
Basically, so when I got in, he could tell I was really angry, and I was like, I emailed him. I was like, "Can we go in the glass room?" Was like the meeting room, and we had a meeting about it. And I was fucking livid, like,
yeah,
so upset. Like, and then every holiday I had, as a result, every holiday I've had after that in my career, I've taken a work phone on holiday with me just in case things could be passed to me. It gave me PTSD.
Oh, that's not the one at all. Oh, right. I just think it's the name thing that's just so unfortunate. And like she's obviously seen the opportunity there to be like, oh, I can play dumb here. Technically I am Kate. They've asked for Kate. No, I just don't like it. I don't, it's giving me the heebie.
Yeah, Gavin's put, once again, management is guilty. Rules should be in place as of when someone owns an account. In this case, the rule should be whoever starts working on an account reserves it for 6 months. Yeah, I just think there weren't, there was some really there were just some, the rule in the office was, I think it was something like, if they've not been contacted for 6 months, it's fair game. And I'd left, you know what I'm like admin queen. There's notes all over the RDB that I was contacting them. So there's no way it was like, well, Kate's not contacted them for months. I had.
Yeah.
So I'm with you, Gavin. I'm still friendly with the manager, by the way. He might even be watching for all I know. Sorry. But the thing is, we were both, to put it lightly, psychos at that point in time. So the two of us, everyone knew we were hotheads in the office, friends, but hotheads. So I think he thought, oh God, if I get involved in this, these two are just it's gonna be a nightmare.
Yeah, nice. I think I can see something from Gavin there. Gavin, you're on fire today, my friend. You are on fire.
Yes, you are.
This is bang on. Go on, I'll let you read this one, Kate. It's your case.
The rule should also stipulate that your colleague would have got the commission of the first placement if she closed the deal, but you kept the account and the commission of all future placements. To be honest, I think it should just be mine from the start.
Yeah. Well, I've seen
people. I did the work. I would have done the same for her. If she was on holiday, I would have done the same for her and not expected anything. And the thing is, we were on a team. So if I was busy, I would probably just give her one of the roles to work anyway, and we would have split it 75-25.
Yeah. I've seen people do that though, where it's like, where you end up kind of overlapping, someone might do a bit of BD in an account and open up another area, and then they'll do like a first deal or first X deals is this person's, then it moves over. So you can cut and slice it a million ways, right? And then, even we visit a lot of agencies, right? And the weird and wonderful splits and deal structures you see is it's just what it is, isn't it? So I think the chat is saying that we are probably Kate one is guilty. Yeah, you're Kate 2.
Kate 1 is guilty.
Yeah, Kate 1 is guilty.
I was Kate 2. Yeah.
I'm going guilty on this one as well. I've got to. It's just so sneaky.
It still hurts. This was 14 years ago or 13 years ago or something like that, and it still hurts me. I still remember being in the car and punching the steering wheel, and she shit herself. She was like, "Off that."
Oh, yeah, Kate 1.
Yeah, we've got agreed. Kate 1 guilty. Alex has given a guilty. Therese, I think, was pretty clearly a guilty.
Yeah.
So I think easily that is a guilty.
Kate 1.
Easily.
Do you know what
Sorry,
I feel
Kate.
like? Do you know what I feel like saying every single time we make someone guilty? The scene in Come Dine With Me when they goes like, well, congratulations, Jill, you've won.
Oh, when he's like, oh God, what's he say?
You sad, pathetic life or whatever it is. Oh God.
Oh, I used to know it all off by heart, and it's gone out of my head. What a sad little life, Jane. What a sad little life, Kate.
Right. Okay.
Well, I think we can open it up. Oh, I can take the girl out of the valleys, but you can't take the valleys out of the girl. Very true. Although I don't live in the valleys, Alex, you should know that by now. Yeah, Therese said guilty as well. Right, should we open it up for a live case?
Mm.
Come on, Gavin, you're on fire today. You must have one.
Alex is definitely.
Alex, I know you've got live cases. Somebody chuck one in the comments that you want us to judge. Oh, he's piping up. I know you're English.
Mm.
Come on. I'm relying on you all in the chat. We need a live one. There must be something, however big or small, that you want us to judge. We will give an honest verdict. I need to calm down after that story. It's riled me up again.
I mean, Alex Dick has definitely had some cases against him in the past, for sure.
I know he's got one that he told when he came on my Recruitment Uncensored show about the guy faking the KPIs.
Ooh.
You might know what I mean about that one. He's probably got loads. I know he's got loads. Hopefully he's typing away right now.
We'll give everyone in the chat 30 seconds or a minute to pop something in there. Have you had to hydrate yourself because you're so riled up after like reliving the trauma of losing out?
I could feel the fire. I could feel the fire. This is as well. It's something back to my body. The fire was burning up inside of me. It's crazy, isn't it? Because it's like there's moments in your life that you just never. Oh, we've got one. Do you want to read it out?
Yeah. Okay. Not mine, but someone I know has had an offer for a candidate, and then the client said that it had to be 9% or he wouldn't offer. This is a recruitment business and an R2R consultant.
Not mine, but someone I know has had an offer for a candidate, and then the client said that it had to be 9% or he wouldn't offer. Okay. Oh, so the terms were already agreed.
Yeah. Oh, that's horrible. That is horrible. Mate, we were
okay. To add to it, terms were agreed in writing at 18%. Sorry, you're breaking your contract, mate. Not happening.
Clients, we talked about this on KOSI yesterday. I'm sorry, I'm laughing at the comments.
Ness, what's the kidding? Hi, Lee.
I was going to say.
Right, I'm going to leave that up so people joining can see. But yeah, go on. We talked about this yesterday, didn't we?
We talked about this yesterday, how recruitment consultants and recruiters and recruitment agencies get such a bashing in our industry for being like, I don't know, for being cowboys or being portrayed as like these cat lassoing type criminals or whatever. But actually, there are plenty of examples where clients have been completely and utterly dishonest, criminal in some cases, like we talked about yesterday on KOSI.
Yeah.
But this is horrible because they've got to the point of offer. Yeah, so you do all that work. It's contingent recruitment, right? I'm assuming it's contingent here. So you do all that work. You get to the offer. Oh, I've got you an offer, but. And it's like, they're preying on you to be skint at the time, willing to, maybe you got a target to hit, maybe you got a bill to pay, maybe you got a holiday to pay.
Sometimes you might want to pull out of it, but your boss might say, you need to get that deal.
Yeah, 9%. What would they say? I know what line they'd say. I can hear it now. 9% of something is better than 18% of nothing. I can hear it.
Something's better than nothing.
I can hear it.
But remember, this is a rack to rack. This is a recruitment agency doing this.
I know.
That's even worse.
That is
terrible. To add to the story, and then try to get their internal recruiter. Is it rack to rack? And then try to get their internal recruiter to call the candidate directly and said we would take them directly instead.
That's awful. Such bad behavior, honestly.
Instead, I said take them to court. Honestly, and it is contingent.
But you'd be straight on the phone to Backdoor Barry. I
would.
You'd be on the phone to Backdoor Barry and saying, we've got terms, this is what they're doing. And also from what
they were signed.
From what Alex has just said as well about them trying to go to the candidate directly and say, we'll have you, don't worry about the recruiter. Oh man. Oh, that's riled me up. That's made me angry.
That is terrible. I would have said, suck my dick. I'm not agreeing 9%.
Yeah.
And then I would have done the whole gone to Barry, sent them something in writing that scares the shit out of them. I'm so fed up I just don't think we should be bending over backwards for this sort of shit.
No.
But you might not be in control. Like if you're a consultant, you might say that, but the manager will be like, no, just agree it.
Yeah, exactly.
I haven't got a choice, but I know what my vote is. What's everyone else saying in the chat?
Yeah.
I have to get back to work now. Toodles. So what are we all saying in the chat? Guilty, not guilty?
Whilst we wait for everyone's to come in, I think I could tell you right now that recruitment agency, if that is a recruitment agency dealing with an R2R, they are flipping guilty of doing the worst crime you can do against one of your own brethren. Like, you're literally doing it to your own people.
Your own people! What? Why?
And
then I bet they're the sort that moan when their clients are paying them late or not paying them, and it's like, you are a hypocrite.
Oh, that's the worst.
Calm as a bitch, mind though. That when people operate like that, they're going to get it back tenfold. That's what I believe, anyway.
It will come back to you all day long. Right.
Should we give our verdict?
Yeah. Let's.
Oh, I'm going to assume, Therese, that you're definitely going to vote guilty.
Yeah.
Alex obviously is guilty from what he said in the story.
Yeah.
Gavin's gone all quiet on us. Andy, I don't know if you're still there. Sorry, Lee, I don't know if you're still there.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna give mine guilty. 100%.
100% guilty.
Oh, we've got another one guilty as well.
Yes, Con. Guilty.
Oh, sorry, he answered and I missed it. Sorry, Gavin. Slagging you off for not getting involved, and you've already done it. I can't find it now. I can't find his comment that says guilty. But Gavin's guilty. I think this is easy guilty, isn't it?
Easy guilty. Easy guilty.
Easy. Oh, that was a good one. Thanks for bringing that to the table, Alex.
Yeah.
Right, you've got another one, haven't you?
I've got another one. Right. Let's go. Right. This is from
before you start, Si, give us a mullet check. It's looking good at the moment. I said yesterday, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. Yeah, it's getting there. Thanks, Connor. I know exactly which Connor that is as well. You mug. Here's my case. I set up US desk for my agency. Did some 40K plus placements and have been paid out. The comms on it. Happy days. The clients then paid the agency from America to the UK, but they've held back tax. Now, I know what this is referencing because there is definitely in some states in the US, when they pay UK recruitment agencies, there's a thing called withholding tax. So you have to fill in a load of forms to then be able to get your hands on that money. But I can't, like in California, I think it's 9%. Keep me honest if there's any finance people in it. But I remember that happening in the past. So that's what's happened here, basically. Yeah. And then the agency has then deducted comms from my next check to address what's actually been paid. So let's say he's been paid out on a 40K deal. They've held back 10% for numbers purposes. So then they've reduced his comms calculation to the 36K would have been, and then deducted it from his next commission check. He then goes on to say here, when I asked if I'd get the money that they then took back off of me, because the deal dropped from 40 to 36, but it actually didn't. They just held it for tax. They said no. He said, will you pay me the commission you've just taken off when you sort out the tax stuff? And the agency said no.
What the fuck?
That's ridiculous.
My thing is, why did they deduct it from him at all? Like, that money is going to come into the bank at some point. Why are they deducting it from him? Just let the guy live. Yeah,
honestly, they've said so. That was my read on it. They've obviously. It sounds like they haven't done US recruitment, right? They were obviously completely unaware that there was going to be this like withholding tax. Is how it reads.
Yeah.
And then
but it's still going to come. It's not like, oh, you might not get it, you might get it. It's just being withheld.
I think they're chancing their arm and they're just trying to say, oh, well, that's what's been paid, so we'll pay you. Your comms should have been less. Thinking maybe I don't know, other consultants might have just turned around and gone, yeah, okay, that makes sense, and been fine with it, and then given up $4,000 on their billings or whatever it was. But I just think the agency are taking nick, chancing their arm a little bit to get away with one.
Also, what would it? I mean, I was going to say, like the other way would have been the more sensible way would have been the first payment is based on the initial money they've got, and then the second is based on the 4K, whatever. But I don't think that's fair, because if you've got a tiered commission scheme, say to go across the 20%, you need X, that £4,000 coming off could take you into a lower bracket of commission. I don't think that's fair.
Yeah.
That's probably why they've done it, to pay less. If it's like a, bronze, silver, gold, or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
I think that's what they've done, but I think that's harsh. That's harsh.
That's harsh.
Really harsh.
That's harsh.
You got Gavin back. Guilty across the board, whether they pay it or not. Recuperating taxes is a back off responsibility. So once again, the management guilty. Do you know what? That is a good point. In all these stories, where are management?
Yeah, it's so true. It is actually so true. And to Gav's point about back office responsibility, taxes is nothing to do with a recruiter. The recruiter is there to do deals and generate fees and then get paid their comms based on that. This is, again, another management one for sure.
Is this a recent story?
This was one of the ones that came in last week, but I needed to get some more details. Last month, sorry, that I need to get details on it. So it must be recent. Everyone's doing US desks now, aren't they? Can you imagine how many recruitment consultancies have gone rushing to the US to do deals and aren't aware of the tax implications or withholding taxes? There's going to be loads of people. I bet this isn't the first person that's dealing with this scenario right now, because agencies but you can imagine a founder getting pranged out about it, right? And like, I get it, right? You've just paid out commission on 40 grand, but you don't even have that 40 grand. I think you've just got to own it and go sort out your back office. To Gavin's point, sort out your back office, speak to your finance team, etc.
Prepare for it in the future and know that. But the one thing I just don't get in all of this is that money is going to be there at a point. Yeah. So I don't understand why it's being taken off the consultant. As Gavin pointed out, it's back office's problem. What consultant cares about tax, the business tax? They don't. They're not. No. Like, you're meant to incentivize people to bill. Like, what consultant that you want to build an American desk for you is then going to be motivated knowing every time I place somebody, I'm going to have to give some of this fucking money back?
Well, like 9, I think I'm sure California was 9% that they held back or whatever. So yeah, essentially you're just reducing the fee by like 10%.
Why? Why would you do it? There's no incentive there.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. I do think though there are lots of consultants out there that would just wear it. So like, manager will walk in, find out, or they get the finance person to come in and go, well, yeah, no, they've held the fee. It's to do with taxes, etc. And maybe the tax word scares a 12-month consultant or an 18-month junior consultant, and they just say, yeah, okay, cool, that must be what it is. If you don't know, you don't know, right? I
probably would have. I wouldn't have been happy about it. I would have been annoyed, but I wouldn't have really known what they were talking about. So I would have just been like, oh, okay. But I would have been annoyed.
Yeah. Not a nice one. And I think it's a liberty as well.
I probably would have punched my steering wheel again or something like that.
High Rocks Kate comes out. Love it. Right.
Therese said guilty for sure. I think that is a clear cut guilty.
Agency
harsh.
So harsh. Especially because you've been paid out on it as well, man. It's
nothing worse. We spoke about this yesterday as well in episode 2 of KOSI, didn't we? Nothing worse than giving back commission, having it clawed back. It's horrible.
Yeah, it's the worst. I'd have been screwed if it had happened to me, because I spent every penny, which is why I used to ask them to hold on to my perm comms, because I was like, no, don't give it to me because I'm going to spend it.
Like if there was money in my bank, before I even got paid, I'd already worked out what I was spending every cent of my pay on. Like, yeah, it was just too exciting to not spend it.
Yeah. Cool.
Well, look, I'm going to open it up. If anyone has got something live they want us to judge, say it now or forever hold your peace.
Until next month.
'Cause you haven't got another one, have you?
No, I haven't got another one here. Although I'm pretty sure Connor, who was asking to check out my mullet, he's got about 100 that he's due to send me. So we'll have a few more stacked up for next week. But if anyone, there's going to be folks that are watching that are thinking, oh, I can't put it in the DMs. I can't put it in the live chat. You can definitely DM us, so we can.
Or email us.
Yeah,
we do actually need to check the email. Oh, Gavin's got one. A complex one. This sounds meaty. Right, while you're typing it up, Gavin, we'll just go into how you can submit stories. So if you don't care about being anonymous, you can come on and give it live. If you do, DM us and just make it clear, like, please don't say my name or take away the names out of it. Or we have got a KOSI email address, which we're yet to check the inbox of. So for all we know, there could be quite a few things in that piling up. Yeah. But you can email it to us as well. But if you want it to be anonymous, honestly, or just make it clear to us and we will not say your name or anything.
Mm-hmm. And the email address, in case anyone wants it, is thekosishow@gmail.com. That's the KOSI, KOSI show@gmail.com.
It's on the YouTube page. So if you go onto our main channel page, it's in, I think it's contact info. It's in there. Ooh, do you want to read this one outside? I'll bring it up for you.
Go on, mate.
Oh, you want me to read it out, or you going to read it out?
I can read it. Yeah, I don't mind.
Go on.
I sent a candidate to my client. They come back to me saying they have received the candidate for another channel. After checking, I sent him in first. The other channel is an IT consultancy. 10,000 employees with many of their consultants working at their client sites. Okay, so recruiter has sent a candidate. Recruiter has sent a candidate to a client, and apparently the candidate has been presented by another channel. The other channel is a IT consultancy. 10,000 employees with many of their consultants working on client sites. Initial decision by the client. The consultancy gets the right to place the candidate. Oof. I mean, I worked enterprise tech market where you would very often be supplying contractors direct to an end user, or you would supply contractors, let's say, via a consultancy. So there were different routes into a client. So you could go through the program route through the systems integrator, the big consultancy, or you'd go direct via a traditional recruitment channel. So I can kind of see, I mean, this is not too uncommon in that world, if I'm honest.
There's more.
The client says that they are more important supplier than me. However, after many back and forths, they say I was in the right and make the placement. Yes, of course they've got to do that.
I believe they said that. Imagine that. They are a more important supplier.
That's a crazy...
Watch me take all your people out of your company.
Yeah. The
question is, go on, you do it.
Is the IT consultancy guilty, knowing that they knew I had already submitted the candidate? Yes, 100%. The other thing as well is, honestly, the recruiter might have been charging 15% on the candidate, right? Whether it's perm or contract, 15%, whatever it might have been. Consultancy supplying people into end users, their average margins are like 40%, 30 to 40%. So it's going to cost the company more anyway for the same potential person. The IT consultancy is definitely wrong, and they chanced their arm because they probably thought we're bigger, we're more strategic a supplier than, let's say, this recruitment agency here. What do you think?
I just think, like, it's the age old, like, if it's logged that this person, that Gavin sent the candidate first, the proof is in the pudding. Like,
yeah.
The easiest way to manage these situations is just go with who sent it first.
Yeah.
Not, they're my favorite. I don't like that at all. If I got given that line, I mean, it depends. Like, if they're a really good client and obviously you're getting loads of money from them. But if they kept fucking me over, I'd be like, right. I'm stripping them bare.
Yeah. I mean, this is just principally just wrong though, isn't it? Like the IT consultancy doing what they're doing and like thinking that they can get away with it. These big IT consultancies that think they're so much better than recruiters. And
that's what it is. It's like looking down on us agencies like, oh, fuck them, you know?
Yeah.
But Therese said the consultancy is definitely guilty. Just glad you made the placement. I mean, ultimately it ended well, but I bet that was stressful. This is the thing, it's just unnecessary stress. The client, I actually think the client is more guilty, if I'm being honest.
For even considering the second submission.
They could have managed it. They could have gone, no, sorry, had it from Gavin or whatever the agency is first. That's that. Why have they gone? They've made it worse. I know
Agreed.
that consultancy have tried their luck, but again, the client could have just nipped it in the bud and sorted it out. Gavin said, I actually say not guilty. They're just doing the job. It would have done the same as them. Sorry, I didn't mean to, but exactly. I feel that the client is guilty. Yeah. I mean, the consultancy is not an angel in all of this, but the client could have nipped it right in the bud.
I don't know. Like if I know someone's been, if I know someone, I think the consultancy is guilty personally, because like you're just trying your arm here. But if I heard that a candidate that I'm speaking to had been submitted to a client, but the person who went through, for example, doesn't have a right to supply, doesn't have a supply deal, the recruiter's blagging their way in and they're speccing them in, then I'd go straight into the client and be like, right, I'm having this submission. I think you've seen this profile already from a non-approved supplier. Here you go from one that is approved. And
yeah, that's fair.
That's what I go into. But if I heard that one of my competitors had represented a candidate and sent them in, I would first of all be asking them, have you got a right to rep? Have you signed a letter of rep? Who do you want to go? All that stuff. I just make sure. Why would I wouldn't want to get. That's not. I don't think the consultancy is doing.
Want to get involved in a petty. It doesn't look good, does it?
I don't think the consultancy is doing their job, because actually your job as part of supplying people is to make sure that they can be supplied and they aren't already represented by someone else from a compliance and.
But they probably don't know what they're doing, whereas we do. Yeah. So that's the big difference.
So
we've had a lot of guilties today.
Lot of guilties today. Well, no, I was not guilty on the first one.
You were not guilty, but that one I think is a client guilty, and obviously the consultancy isn't blameless, but yeah. Oh, it's just some of these things are just so frustrating, aren't they? Because it's like unnecessary drama, stress, but this is the reality of the stuff that happens.
And that's why KOSI Kourt exists.
That's why KOSI Kourt exists. So, what a good one today. I love the cases we've had today. We are going to be back next month. We haven't actually set the date yet. So, in fact, we'll probably do that. We'll stay in the green room side when we finish, because we can do that now. Yeah. But it'll be up on LinkedIn like very soon. So anyone that's watched, thank you so much for getting involved.
Yeah.
Loved it today. The chat's been brilliant. Start submitting your cases for next time. Email, DM us on LinkedIn. We've got Instagram. You can send them to us on Instagram as well. And then we can come back next month with some new cases. I'm quite keen to get some that maybe are not guilty.
Contentious. Some that are a bit more like what would you do? Some more dilemmas. Like actually, like we'll have to like split camps.
Like a proper. The first one was a bit of a dilemma. No, yeah, it was a little bit of a dilemma, wasn't it? The first one. Yeah. It wasn't a clear cut. We did have some back and forth.
We couldn't get a unanimous verdict, but the others have all been unanimously guilty, haven't they?
Yeah.
So, right. Yeah. Well, thanks for tuning in.
We're done.
Yeah. Have a banging weekend, folks. And Gavin,
have a banging weekend, everybody. We'll see you in a month, basically. But yeah, get submitting your stories. But we'll see you all soon.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.